Hola chicos, hoy vamos a repasar los verbos I to Y. We're going to review your I to Y preterite verbs. So this should be the last thing that you have to fill in your yellow preterite packet. So if you're missing anything else, please make sure you go back and find the notes on Canvas. I to Y verbs are similar to stem changing verbs in that they change in the third person, singular and plural only. Okay, so kind of like stem changing verbs where they only change in the el, ella, usted, and ellos, ellas, ustedes. So again, please fill this in with me on your yellow preterite packet. But a little bit different from stem changing verbs. I to Y verbs, the stem is not changing, it's the ending that's changing in the third person. And the I in the ending of the third person singular and plural is going to change to a Y. Okay, and we do have accents to worry about with I to Y verbs. Excuse me. So let me show you some examples. You've got creer and leer on the top. Don't forget to fill in what those mean as well. Okay, these two verbs are irregular, and you're going to see a couple more that are irregular because of this as well. They have accents everywhere except for the ellos, ellas, ustedes form. So that's not the case with all I to Y verbs, but there are several of them that do that. Okay, and then you'll notice these bottom two forms, the ending would normally be an IO with an accent on this form, and an IERON, okay, with ellos, ellas, ustedes. But instead, that I is changing to a Y. So we get creyó and creyeron, and leyó and leyeron. A couple more that are similar to those. You have oír and you have caerse. So again, the top three look pretty normal except that they get accents. Same thing here, caí, caíste, and caímos. They have accents on the I's. And then in the bottom two, your ending, the I is changing to a Y. Okay, please feel free to pause if you're still copying. This bottom set, the I is still changing to a Y, so these four verbs are still I to Y verbs. They're just separated because these four do not have this irregular accent rule. Okay, so you'll notice just normal accents on the bottom four. So construí, construiste, construyó with a Y, construimos, and construyeron with a Y. And same idea with the other three. Okay, so as you're copying, maybe do something to highlight or identify those bottom two forms, circle them, star them. Do something just to remind yourself that it's just the bottom two that do that I to Y change. Okay, eso es todo, chicos. That is it for I to Y verbs. Gracias por verme y escucharme. Thank you for watching and listening to me.